Welcome to Tech Innovations with Dr. T. Today, we are diving into the competitive world of web browsers, your first doorway to the vast universe of the internet. So let's jump right in. Hey, by the way, what's your preferred gateway to the online world? Is it by using browsers, maybe mobile apps, or streaming applications? Oh, wait, maybe let me ask you this a follow-up question. Why do you choose one over the other? Okay, think back the first time you clicked on the web browser icon. Say maybe it was Internet Explorer, Safari, or maybe why not Netscape? So web browsers have evolved drastically from simple web navigation tools to complex platforms that manage our digital lifestyles for some time, for several decades now. So when it comes to browsers, for example, so where do you stand? Is it Chrome, Safari? Do you prefer Firefox, Edge from Microsoft? How about DuckDuckGo? There is also Brave or maybe something else. So each browser offers unique features and experiences, from Chrome speed and extensions, for example, to Firefox's privacy focus. So what makes your favorite browser stand out then, knowing some of these differences? By the way, do you know as of May 2024, Chrome's dominance in the browser market is an impressive about 65% usage among users worldwide. And then it's closely followed by Safari from Apple with about 18%. And then you have Firefox coming right below with about 3.5%. Normally, these numbers reflect our preferences and the evolution of technology and user needs and preferences as we use them. But you need to take note, a key factor of Chrome's integration with Google services can also make it so appealing. For example, because today we use Gmail, whether it's Google Map, whether it's Google Photos or other services that they offer, thereby providing a seamless integration when you use Chrome. And so that can really help to drag or maybe have people just go to use it without thinking about other options because, again, of that convenience factor. But then, on the other hand, an 18% market share for Safari, for example, maybe because it's the default browser for Apple services, for Apple devices. And that integration can provide also some frictionless experience for iPhones users, Mac users, iPad users, and other Apple users, thereby contributing significantly to its usage of, as we see, about 18% globally. Now, Apple's strong focus on privacy and features like intelligent prevention tracking makes Safari very appealing to privacy-conscious users. But then, although Chrome has a lion's share, it also has its weaknesses. And then we have Firefox and Brave that are often praised for their robust privacy features. Normally, Brave by default out of the box is going to block all trackers without you having to configure anything. On the other hand, Firefox offers strong privacy protection against tracking cookies. Nonetheless, though, according to Pew Research Center, in 2023, about 72 Americans said they had or knew little about the privacy regulations in place to protect data privacy. Now, data from Pew Research also suggests that Americans are largely in favor of more regulations to protect personal information. Yet, many people don't really think about browsers, for example, or the implications on their privacy when choosing a browser, whether it's Chrome, whether it's DuckDuckGo, whether it's Opera, whether it's Safari. Now, among the various threats to browser privacy, browser fingerprinting is currently considered one of the biggest and the most insidious privacy violations or privacy concerns out there. So unlike cookies, which can be blocked, for example, or deleted by users to protect privacy. Fingerprinting employs I would say various techniques to identify and track users without their explicit consent, and maybe often without even their knowledge. So fingerprinting can track users even if they use incognito, for example, or even if they clear their cookies. So it relies on some unique characteristics of a user's browser and device setup. For example, it can capture information such as your screen resolution, the fonts installed, software versions, which are less changeable, for example, than cookies. By the way, take note that the standard privacy tools that can block cookies do not necessarily affect fingerprinting, thereby making it harder for users to avoid. Users typically cannot tell when and how they are being fingerprinted, as this process runs silently in the background during web interactions. Normally, users can generally manage cookies through browser settings, maybe or by including or by deleting them, or maybe certain preferences for how they are handled. So, of course, this is because cookies are kind of well understood technology, and many browsers offer built-in tools to view and manage them. So every time you visit a website, it's like walking into a spider's web, right? So your browser sends out requests, not just the site you visited, but potentially hundreds more of data points that you cannot even see. So these aren't just any requests. They carry bits of your digital DNA from your location to your device, for example. So why do browsers do this? Or why do companies that make browsers do this? Or maybe to tailor your experience, or maybe more cynically to keep tabs on you, and also for monetization, of course. So given that we do not have to pay to use browsers, therefore our digital footprint is part of the price we pay. By the way, note that all mainstream web browsers support cookies, as they are fundamental technologies for maybe enabling web functionalities such as user sessions and personalization, and of course tracking as well. However, some browsers are focused more on enhancing user privacy by limiting the use and lifespan of cookies, particularly third-party cookies. So just so you know, Google, I think announced a couple of years ago, announced plans to phase out third-party cookies. And this year, I think it was going to be phased out by the end of this year, but they pushed it now to the end of 2024. And then by so doing, they're now moving towards a more privacy-centric model that involves using Privacy Sandbox, which aims to limit the sharing of user data with advertisers while still providing some targeted advertisements. And then other browsers like Safari, Firefox already have significant steps towards blocking third-party cookies by default. Safari's intelligent tracking prevention and Firefox's enhanced tracking prevention activities normally block many tracking forms by default, thereby significantly limiting how cookies are used to track users across websites. Now, choosing a browser is all about what matters to you. So if top-notch privacy is your priority, DuckDuckGo, for example, ensures your searches stay private, which is a perfect choice for the privacy conscious. Well, do you prefer a browser that rewards you? Then you may look into Brave, because Brave blocks ads by default and then offers cryptocurrency rewards for viewing ads. Of course, if you care about crypto. And then you have Chrome with its vast extension ecosystem and seamless integration with Google services. It's ideal for those who are deeply embedded in the Google's ecosystem. And then Safari, of course, with its strong privacy control and native integration works great for Apple users. And for those mixing, for example, robust privacy with familiar interface, Firefox's strong privacy options make it an excellent choice. So whatever your needs, there is a browser waiting to enhance your online experience. So as we wrap up today's journey through the world of web browsers, please remember to share your thoughts, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm hoping to see you in the next video where we're going to decode more tech mysteries. Until then, keep browsing. Thank you.